two, one. Hey, what's up, guys? Triple C here. I'm Joseph.
I messed it up.
What'd you do?
I didn't even say my name.
What's up, guys? Triple C here.
Killer Croc Company, Killer Croc Company, Killer Croc Company, Killer Croc Company.
I'm Joseph, and welcome to Triple C. Hey, what's up, guys? Triple C here. I'm Joseph,
Justin.
and this is Triple C Show.
61.
If you guys didn't see the last episode of the Triple C Show, we did a live stream about our little quirks and stuff about the company and stuff. Went through a little history lesson of the company. Hope you guys do check that out. But yeah, back to business with the Triple C Show. Today we're going to be talking about your mom. The company and how it's failing because all the projects are falling apart.
Woo!
So today's episode of the Triple C Show, episode 61, today we're going to be talking about what, Justin?
The Triple C Show.
Yeah! We're going to be talking about all of the working on projects. Or I guess you could say being worked on projects. I don't know what the actual word is.
Project.
The current project.
Progress.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know what I was getting at there.
The project progress.
Progress of the projects. So yeah, we'll be talking about the C platform because that is going to be a fun story. The C platform went through a lot of issues. Justin's going to get into those in a minute.
That's because this
C
guy.
platform. C platform, the Libra, and
But there's going to be a different spin this time. We're
a
going to.
spin.
Mm-hmm. This isn't your grandmother's or grandfather's like update video. This is a different type of update.
What is it going to be about? What's the difference?
Exactly what you said, except the way we're doing it is that the person that's talking has to ask questions. So in other words, the person that's listening can't fall asleep this time.
So the person that's talking has to ask questions.
No, the person that's listening. We get more information. You have to be the news reporter, is what I'm saying.
No. That sounds good to me. That's a great idea. We can do that.
Sounds good.
So, all right. So let's start off. Ooh, hold on one second. All right. So let's start off with the C platform. So, as I said, Justin's been hard at work with it. Went through a lot of iterations, little issues here and there. So, Justin, why don't you talk about I guess you could say not the big issue, but the big step that you took from now that you are in now from before.
Well, it's a whole new frame.
A whole new frame? What do you mean by a whole new frame?
Well, the old frame had mold on it.
Well,
We knew that.
we know that, yeah.
But
why did you have to change it?
Well, to prevent it from ever having mold on it again. So we upgraded it to a brand new type of platform called, everyone's going to hate us, the same people that hated us for creating the name for the new flying Tiger. They're gonna hate this one. The PVC platform.
You know, that was completely off script, Justin. What the heck?
Actually, funny enough, the name came after I bought the thing. I'm like, hey, that's what we'll call it. 'Cause, what's Killer Car Customs without names that don't
Oh,
make
piss poor puns.
We love our puns over here.
So so what are you doing with the old platform?
Well, we're going to be running a series on it very soon, where we're going to turn it into a flower bed. And a lot of people might be asking, why a flower bed?
Yeah, why?
What else are you going to do with something that's of that length, width? And I mean, there's really not much else you could do with it. I think a flower bed would be the easiest thing because all you have to do is
Throw
make
it away.
sure. What?
Just throw it away.
Yeah, right. Because it's made of wood already, all we have to do is add little supports to the outside of it, fill it up with dirt, and that's it. The mold that it has is not going to be too much of an issue because mold is a natural occurring thing in nature, so it will just do what it does. What type of garden? I don't know. Vegetable garden, maybe. Those seem to run in my family, so we'll do that. Because if we're going to the way that we're headed, we're going to be spending so much money that it'd be great to create salad right in our own backyard because we can't afford food.
So we'll sprinkle some seeds of lettuce, tomatoes, and then we'll grow some chickens, put some chicken feed, and then we'll chop them up every time we're hungry.
And this isn't being rude to people that can't afford food. This is me and Joe who purposely spend money on these concept and projects, and we don't have that much money left over.
I hate to say it, but that's a horrible idea because we can always go to Walmart and get 94-cent Chef Boyardee cans.
Yeah, we're gonna do a how-to on that when we get back in person.
How to survive off of 25 and 30 cents off of $1.
When
Which is
most of your
perfect.
income is going towards building projects for a living.
This is what
Eating
you
became like a pastime hobby.
this
for
is
me.
what you call the project car their project car diet.
Yeah, there you go. I like to think of it. Eating becomes a pastime hobby. The pastime hobby becomes your full-time job. It's like a weird little thing. You got your full-time job becomes your part-time job. Your pastime hobby becomes your full-time hobby, and eating being a priority becomes a hobby that you do once in a while, even if you even have time. But anyways, let's stop talking about the way we do things over here, and let's get into where we're going. So, in all seriousness, we are joking around. We're not.
We're not joking around about the flower bed. It's up for debate. It's definitely a really good idea. We can find something else, honestly. I don't know what it is. We could not find anything else, but it's definitely a good idea because, well, it's already in a box. So it's definitely one of our first ideas. But we're gonna go and play around with it.
Amount of investment.
Hmm?
It requires the least amount of investment.
Maybe we'll find something else. Maybe we'll just hang it up on the wall and let it deteriorate for the rest of its life. That'll be free, right?
That's morbid. But anyways, so we're going to get on to
where do we want to go with the comps? Where do we want to go, or not really where do we want to go? So with this PVC, right? So I remember you talking to me. The PVC had issues. Let me just throw this out there. I don't know if Justin wanted to say it. Did you want to say it?
Say what?
What was going to happen to the C platform?
The PVC platform.
Huh?
The last time everyone heard about it, everything was going
No,
smooth.
no. Yes, that's what so what we had to change from platform to the next platform. But what happened to this platform?
So this platform, when we moved everything onto, was a genius idea at the time, and then logic set in. Usually the problem with a lot of these projects. Logic set in, and I realized that one major issue with PVC is that it's plastic and there's always a flex. Now, it's actually a lot stronger than I figured it would have been in my head. PVC, especially with that glue, that's some strong shit. It really is. Let me tell you, that'll show you why your plumbing pipes, you'll never see that like explode or whatever. Like it's crazy engineering. So PVC was obviously the logical step because we tried wood. We've more than tried wood. We've used wood consistently since we started. Wood is a great material, hands down. It's probably the best material, except for what we need it for now. We're starting to get out of that phase of where everything is just for show and eventual tell. And drive. A lot of like the things like the Libra and whatever were more stationary art pieces. Classic examples, the Tiger. They could move, but they're not made to move. This new Tiger was definitely engineered to do well. So I figured, well, we set the bar with the Tiger, let's do the same thing with the Comet. Now, the Comet name has been tarnished a lot. This PVC platform is a classic example of that. When I assembled the PVC together with my grandpa, I put the drill on it, and I took apart the old C platform, for some of its essential things like the front piece to hold the steering on and the axles and things like that. Things that may have, and I looked, it doesn't seem like they do have that much mold on them. What the?
Oh, you were saying?
I'm boring you?
No, I'm just messing around with you.
So,
I love hearing about it. Like, because this is actually, just as a quick background, guys. When he told me, when we were, hang on one second. Close this bag of food because it's tempting me. I have a bag of Sour Patch Kids right under me, so I'm like tempted to eat them. As a quick fun fact with Justin's issue with, did you get in? Well, not did you get into the bad news? We got into the bad news. It was the flexion issue. To go back off of that, I was at work, and Justin asked me, "Could you call quick?" I said, "Dude, I'm at work. I can't." He goes, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. This is bad. This is really bad. Like, we are so screwed bad. And I said, fuck. Now I gotta go. Now I had to call him. It was a 10-minute call. I went to the bathroom. I picked up the phone. I said, what's going on, dude? He told me everything. He told me straight up the PVC platform that he just made is probably not going to hold this weight and hold anything in general. And that's what I was concerned about as well. So we talked, and honestly, we were actually really sadly thinking about killing off the Comet for the C platform for a while. Sadly, because of the fact that we didn't have any ability, to do anything. We were just like, we're screwed. I was like, maybe we could support the platform. Maybe we could do this. We could do that. It was scary bad. Like, we were about to just project gone. See ya. But thankfully, we didn't.
The reason being is there was a lot of money and time invested into this project. So a lot more than we've usually done.
Correct, yeah.
Of course. So this was a bigger issue than and me or Joe could both even explain. this was kind of a bad thing because it wasn't like we could return it. None of the things could have been returned. So now we had two chassis that we weren't able to do anything with. In fact,
Mm-hmm.
I think you understated the Comet.
Oh yeah?
Canceled.
Huh?
I did cancel. Well, I was done with it.
Yeah, he was about ready to cancel it. We were about to. I didn't want to. I tried. I had to calm him down. I had to be like, listen, Justin, I get it. You know, we could find something. Maybe we will. Just at that very moment when we called, there were no options. We were either going to build up the new PVC one to make it stronger, or rebuild the old one. And that, right at that very moment, we stopped talking, and we said, "Oh shit, that's a lot of money that we're gonna have to put into this to get it working again." And that was when Justin was like, "We should just cancel it." I said, "Dude, you know what? Our best thing to do is move on to something else." But he moved on to something else. We got excited. We were doing it, and bam, he had the idea. And here we are with the Comet again, being great. As I said, he was really close. We were both really close to saying the C platform is over, and it's all of its derivatives gone. Comet, Bantamer, Bantamax, gone. See ya. Don't even think about it. But thankfully, we were able to find this. He was able to find the solution.
I appreciate it. The thing is, what actually happened with the C platform, it could hold my weight. The problem is that the way that I positioned the axle supports, because the old ones had to get thrown out, they were covered in mold, black mold and green mold. So it was pretty bad. So what I did is I took pieces of wood and I did two of these. Two straight pieces of wood here, two straight pieces of wood here for each side. Those were your it would be vertical supports. Yes. Problem is that they were only attached with two screws each on the top. So when you sat on it, they flexed. And in turn, they twisted onto the PVC frame, which also flexed, which naturally will flex. So that was an issue. In fact, what the most common thing is it would move, it would start pulling the chain down, or the drill down, and the chain would just pop off. And I did it again, popped off. Did it again, popped off. Now, I said, okay, well, I could buy a bigger chain. I said, you know what? I'm going to move the drill underneath. So I moved the drill underneath. Save it. Hello, Chubby Drew 22.
Hi, Andrew. Welcome to the stream.
Oh, that's who that is. Hello. I moved it to the bottom of the project. Problem is, it just didn't work out. So it kept blowing the chain. Then I said, okay, well, now I have a choice. Do I buy the chain? Now, as I talked to Joe, I said, well, if I buy the chain, that's a lot of money. Hey, what's up? How's it going?
It's going good. Right now, we're just talking about our IDK had a way back. It's okay. Don't worry about it, Andrew. Right now, what we're talking about is updates on our project. As a quick little recap, Justin and me were talking about the C platform, which recently went through a very horrific stage of whether or not we were going to keep it or not, because there was a lot of issues with it. Right now, what we're talking about is Justin's new plan of attack and what he's been doing with the Comet, the C platform. My apologies, through this whole situation.
It's a prototype frame that we're creating prototypes on. That's but yeah. So that was a big issue, and I told Joe, and Joe, remember that it wouldn't make any sense to buy a chain for something that probably will not work. It will flex again. So we canceled the project, basically. And I actually went on to look at things for the Libra for actually about a week. Then today I said, well, let me go back there and start moving the stuff from the back to where the Libra is. And I went back there, and I said, and I looked at the C platform, and I kind of felt really bad. And so I said, you know what? I got an idea. So I pulled it out. I took some other scrap pieces of what I had in the back that
Thanks,
I had.
Andrew. Thank you.
What?
He said, "Oh, sounds gnarly. Wish you guys the best in the endeavor." Thank
Thank
you. We really appreciate it because it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, definitely. Um, so the comment. So I had all these pieces of wood in the back, and I was worried about mold growing on them and whatever. When the time, of course, came where it would get a little warmer again. So I had to find something to do with them. And I said, you know what? They're gonna, they would have been destined for the trash anyways. So let me take them, cut them up, and start fixing the C platform. So what I did is on the back axle, they're little 4x4 squares that are stacked on top of one another, about 8 high, and they're screwed in multiple different places. And then that's bolted onto the PVC platform. I tried that with the front, and sure enough, it worked. It twisted a little bit in the beginning, but after a few bits of fine tuning, I was able to get some vertical and horizontal supports of other pieces of wood. And now we have a better C platform than we did before, because guess what it can do now?
Off-road.
It can, but even better than that, more technical.
Have
We
suspension?
just no, there's no that I got rid of, actually, sadly. There's actually, you can actually align the drill. There's more of an alignment with the drill. If you screw in a certain, you have 2 different screws. One at, let's say, the south, and one at the west, basically. So what you do is you screw one in and it adjusts it up, and the other one adjusts the side-to-side movement. So you're able to, let's say your chain blows off while you're driving, all you have to do is unscrew one of the screws. It lowers the drill. You put it back on, raise the drill back up just by turning the screw. You don't have to even touch the screw, the drill itself. The screws will automatically put pressure on the drill to put it back up again. So that is actually pretty freaking fun when you compare it to how we had to do it in the past, where you had to put pressure on the drill and spin the drill to get the chain to go back on. Now you can line it up pretty easily with these little alignment supports, we'll call them. So here we are today. The C platform had a few good runs, forward and reverse runs today, and a very, very hardcore brake run, which you go full speed, you let off of the trigger entirely and let it go like that, and it held up. That's the ultimate amount of pressure you can put on those supports. And it held up. No flexing whatsoever. Of course, side to side, but whatever. So we had a drill from last week that I was going to return for keeping it. So that actually puts us ahead. And I'm kind of happy that things worked out. We were able to figure this out in a week. Because if it was one day longer, Libra stuff would have started getting bought. So we really lucked out, and this project literally almost kind of got killed. Like one more day and it would have been dead.
Yeah, Justin pulled up on the best time. It was like coincidental that he was just back there getting ready for the Libra, and he just said, "Hey, you know what? I think this will work," and it worked. So,
which is good. That, like I said, that puts us a little bit ahead. Now we have a few other things we have to get, like I think it's sprocket and chains and stuff like that, and more pieces of wood, because we're going to be installing the rear drill. And probably by the time this comes out, the rear drill will already be installed, as well as some of the other stuff will be ordered for it. So that will be very fun. We should have it running soon. Me and Joe are planning to hang out very soon to record some actual live video, like in real life videos. And I should have it done by then. I think we're looking at like a week from now. So I have about a week to pull it together. I have faith that it will work. Yeah, I'm just hoping it's going to be done by our first snow. You know, like a good amount of snow coming in because I want to test it out.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
so that's a C platform right there. To answer your question, Joe.
Yeah, so that's the best part about the whole situation, you know. It's like the good ending of the story, you know. So thanks, as I said, it was great that, you know, Justin was able to get back there and really work on it. Because as I said, that would have been it for the C platform. We would have had to kill it off, and the Bantamer and Bantamax would have been no more. The Comet would have been no more, and well, everybody that was like fans of it would have to sadly say goodbye to it. So we ended up getting lucky there. So, but with that issue at hand and the issue being solved, that brings us to the next question of the Libra. We wanted to bring back the Libra, as you heard, because of the fact that the C platform was going to be a no-go. But now that we have the C platform running again, that still doesn't mean that the Libra is going to, that does not mean that the Libra is going to go away. It actually means that the Libra is going to be thought about a little bit more. But yeah, so that's kind of really it for me. And I think that's kind of really it for also the episode. If you guys have any other questions down below, definitely shoot them in the comment section down below. Make sure to like, subscribe, share this video with all your friends, as well as all of the other good stuff that you guys do. Check out all of our social media stuff in the description down below. And yeah, that's kind of really it. But tell us in the comment section down below what your guys' favorite project is, or just what you're excited for. You know, let us know. So anyway, hope you guys do enjoy this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, yada yada yada, all that other good stuff. I'm Joseph.
And I'm Justin.
And we will triple see you later.
See you later. Peace,
Peace,
guys.
guys.